pilgrimage. This was a declaration when Holy Prophet was finally addressing his community, a gathering of 125,000 people, and he was giving a universal declaration. A few days before his holy demise, he gave the declaration of equality of mankind by stating, La fadla li arabiyyin ala ajamiyyin wala li ajamiyyin ala arabiyyin wala li aswad ala abyada wala li abyada ala aswad fadlun illa bit taqwa kullukum banu adama wa adamu min turab. This was the universal declaration of unity of mankind and equality of mankind, and he totally broke all bonds of superiority of man over man, and he declared indiscriminately, without respect of any race, color, religion and culture, all human beings are equal in a society. Then he declared a universal declaration of the human rights. Then he rejected the killings and violence, aggression and terrorism, saying, Inna dima'akum wa amwalakum wa aradakum haramun alaykum ila an talqaw rabbakum ka hurmati yawmikum haza wa ka hurmati shahrikum haza fi baladikum haza wa innakum satalqawna rabbakum fayas'alukum an amalikum. There will be no killings. He said, Fala tarji'u ba'di dullala yadribu ba'dukum riqaba ba'din. I don't want you to become killers after my death. Live like peaceful religion, peaceful people, and don't live like aggressive and terrorist nation. Then he gave a declaration of right of property, a declaration of right of workers and servants. He said, Arika'ukum at'imuha mimma ta'kulun waqsuhum mimma talbasun. Your slaves, your workers and your servants, they should eat the same thing which you eat. They should wear the same dress which you wear. So he declared equality between the servant and his master. Then he gave a universal declaration for economic rights and stated that economic exploitation is being eliminated today. And he said, Varibal jahiliyat mawdu'un. And then he stated right of inheritance. He stated, Ayyuhan nas, inna Allah ata kulla dhi haqqin haqqa. And then he stated the right of social identity. He stated right of ownership. He declared the rights of husband and rights of wives. Then he declared the women rights. And he said, Wastawsu bin nisa'i khayra. You should have a good behavior with women, with your wife, with the ladies. And he said, fear Almighty Allah in the case of fulfillment of rights of women. This was universal declaration of rights of women. Then he declared the right of the obligation of obedience of law, obligation of rule of law, rights of state. Then he declared the rights of the awareness of the rights of future generations. Then he said, فَلْيُبَلِّغُ الشَّاهِدُ الْغَائِبَ فَرُبَّ مُبَلَّغٍ أَوْغَى مِنْ سَامِعٍ. He was thinking of future generation. Those who are not present today, they should also receive my message for in future in their life. Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he declared this universal declaration of human rights. 15 centuries after that declaration, the declaration of universal declaration of human rights of UNO was given, based on the same ideas and teachings which had already been given and principled and provided by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam 1500 years before. And as a final word, I would repeatedly say that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was and is the Prophet of peace. Holy Prophet was the Prophet of peace, and he, just as a last thing, I would recommend you to have a glance of the Treaty of Hudaybiyah. Just Treaty of Hudaybiyah. When Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Hudaybiyah, he was sitting there. He was sitting And 1,500 people were with him. 1,500 people were with him. And they came with ihram, with the intention of performing the umrah. But there were negotiations. Sayyidina Usman was sent as his diplomat. And the negotiations failed. The Meccans did not allow him to enter into Mecca for umrah. Finally it was resolved there would be a treaty. And Holy Prophet ﷺ accepted the treaty of peace for 10 years. This was a 10 years no war pact between the Medina and city of Mecca, the government of Mecca. And Hazrat Ali was asked to write down the treaty. And Suhail bin Amr was the other person from the Meccans' side. Sayyidina Ali wrote down Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The Meccans' representative, he objected. He said, we are not aware of these words. We won't accept the agreement and treaty with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Write Bismika Allahumma as we are used to. Holy Prophet said, O Ali, cut down these words. This is the verse of Quran, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And write according to their wish, Bismillah, Bismi Rabbika Allahumma. Sayyidina Ali said, Oh Ya Rasulullah, how can I cut these words? Holy Prophet ﷺ ordered him to cut, so that the other party is happy and the treaty of peace is accomplished. First event. The second thing took place when at the time of signing, Sayyidina Ali wrote it, Muhammadur Rasulullah. This is a treaty of peace between Muhammadur Rasulullah and the people of Mecca. Suhail bin Amr objected again. And he said, we do not accept you, Rasulullah. If we had accepted you, the messenger of God, we would have never fought against you. This is the point of dispute. So we don't accept the word Muhammadur Rasulullah. Cut it away and write down Muhammad bin Abdullah. Holy Prophet said, O Ali,